Hey,
Ah,
how are you guys? Look, my throat is a little sore today. How y'all doing today?
all
Good,
right,
good.
all
How are
right.
you?
I love the dog. I love the dog. What's his
Thank
name?
you. His name's Shadow.
Oh, Shadow. We
Yeah,
love you
hi,
too,
Shadow.
Shadow. How
Okay,
you guys
Shadow.
doing tonight?
Good, good, good. It
Wonderful.
seemed like what you call is having a hard time coming in.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. So give me a
Oh,
second, okay?
all right, all right. So we got somebody else coming in. Okay. So
Oh, y'all see that,
my
right?
name is the Mrs. and we're with Affinity Black, and we're also here with Affinity Black Network, and together we are Affinity Black Network. I'm gonna have all of you guys introduce yourselves. We're gonna start with you, Gio. What's your name? Where you're from? Give us an introduction.
Yeah. Good evening to everybody out there worldwide. Shout out to my peoples uptown, downtown, cross town, out of town. My name is Gio. Garifuna, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised in Harlem, New York City. Um, family man, right? Still trying to figure it out in life. We here. Bless, baby. Here.
All right, Chris. Tell us who you
Um,
are, where you
yeah.
from.
Hey everybody, I'm Granddaddy Chris. I'm starting a new channel called Toast TV. Friend of Carla and Corey from Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm also a family man. I got a big family, got 5 kids and a beautiful wife. You know what I'm saying? So,
We love you, Tasha.
yeah, yeah.
Lika.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessica.
Good, good. Unmute yourself.
Sorry, is Michael.
Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Jocelyn. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Yeah. I'm here. How you guys doing? I'm also a family woman. I have 2 beautiful kids and a husband and a large family. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you, Jocelyn. I also wanted to mention, check out Jocelyn with Paparazzi Accessories. Okay,
Yes.
follow her at her Facebook page, Bling Box Ramirez, and her IG page, Jocelyn's Bling Box. Okay, so make sure you guys check her out. She's amazing.
Yes.
I'm actually rocking her stuff today. This is from her. This is from her. This is from her. So listen, you gotta check her out. Yo, so let's get into this. Did you guys check out that whole Will Smith situation that happened? I want to know what y'all thought about that. Like, that's crazy. Like, I was like stunned when I saw that. Like, my husband was like, "Yo, come take a look at this." And I looked at it for a second. I'm like, "Is this a joke?" And when I really like saw what took place, I was like shocked. I was taken aback, and I was like even shocked that he would do something like that on national TV. But nowadays, you can expect anything from anybody, right? What did y'all think about this, Nico? Like, what was your thought about this?
I don't think it was wrong because it was defending his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel that
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Choppy. Yeah, it's a little choppy.
Hold on. I'll go next. I just want to give me a second.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
I'll
crazy.
go. I don't. Y'all hear
There
me?
you go. Yeah, that's good right
You
there.
guys hear me? I don't have a lot. I have a lot to say, but I don't have a lot to say about that because I feel like people put their business out there. So I mean that takes another place. But at the same time, as a professional, you just should not comment on sensitive topics like that because regardless of what she has underlying health issues that no one knows about, or maybe that that she's dealing with. So it's just like it's a touchy topic.
It's a touchy topic. Yeah. Gio, what you thought about this?
For me?
Yeah.
Okay, me. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's an unfortunate situation. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that can never be me. But I feel as though Chris Rock handled himself like a man. At first, I thought it was like acting. They actors. They probably
Yeah.
trying to distract us. And quite frankly, I feel it's inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? But again, like Cuzzo said, you put your business out there. You're a public figure. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? You did it to yourself. You know what I mean? From my understanding, he was living like a open. He had like an open relationship with her. I don't know. That's what the tabloids are speaking. But
So
personally, huh?
so what you saying is it's not okay to talk about my girl, but it's okay to sleep with her.
Right? You understand what I'm saying? So he did wrong. He should have never put his hands on
Can we
that
use
man.
profanity on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
He should have never put his hands on her. I mean, he should have never put his hands on Chris Rock.
Yeah.
But man, who cares, man? There's more important things going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it has to do with what you say. The topic is social media. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If he didn't put his business out there, it would have never happened.
So you think it was kind of pent up? What it was because of his business, or?
I mean, I guess he probably, like he said, he got tired, right? He got tired of people speaking his name. And I don't even think Chris Brown, Chris Rock did it intentionally. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think he knew about her medical condition. You know what I'm saying? He probably just did it as a joke.
It seemed like it was kind of light. It seemed like it was kind of light what he said. Like Chris Rock didn't really. He made a comment about a movie, but he didn't really. It was kind of light. I was like, wow.
I think it was just a straw that broke the camel's back. You know what I'm saying? He had some pent up, aggression toward Chris Rock, because I was looking into that, and they said that, Chris Rock had said something prior to that Oscar event, and he was saying, had some kind of joke about, Will and Jada, and they were on the, Will and Jada was on the verge of, boycotting the Oscars altogether, and so he had jokes about that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think, when you don't address other issues in your life, and you become, this person that everybody can just walk over. You find the weakest link to just kind of take it out on. That's what I think would happen. Because he wouldn't have did that to anybody else. I don't believe he would have did that to anybody else.
Real quick, that's good stuff. Good stuff. I just also want to introduce Oso. How are you, Oso? Thank you for coming on.
I'm okay, everybody. No problem.
Yeah, we here talking about
what's
Will
up, bro?
Smith. We're here talking about Will Smith and Jada. What I think about that is that I think he had a lot going on too. I mean, they're still human, and Will is human. I think being in the public eye all the time, people get caught up, with their celebrity. But I also feel like, give me 1 second. I also feel like a lot of times people forget that they are human and they're in the public eye all the time, and the feelings that the situation that they go through in front of the world is a lot. And I think he felt like he needed to protect his home, and his wife is his home, and that's what took place with that. But I just want to kind of go into like what the topic is for today, which is how social media is ruining relationships. And we live in a world today, where we live in a world today. Sorry, hold on. We live in a world today where people are distracted by social media. I mean, we know more about what's going on with other people's lives than we do our own lives. We have lost touch with reality. A lot of people have lost touch with reality, and a moment in time or in life can go viral in a moment in time. So I want to know, like, what do you guys think about how social media is affecting or ruining relationships? Like, what do you guys think about that?
Well, can I go?
You can go ahead, Chris. Yeah.
Okay. So, if the question is whether or not social media ruins relationships, the short answer is yes. It truly, absolutely. But it's not that simple. You know what I mean? Because every relationship is different. But what it all boils down to is uh, your respect for your partner. You know what I mean? If I have a problem with something you're doing, social media wise, then I mean it's your job to make me feel content in the relationship, vice versa. So but I can't. Well, I'm gonna say that unless somebody else speak, but I got a lot to say about that particular subject because I'm guilty. I'm guilty myself. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Social media.
Also, you have anything to say about that? What are your thoughts?
Um, Definitely, I agree with him. Social media definitely destroy relationships because on both parties. Because some females, I'm not gonna say all, they look at what's going on, what other people are doing, like why we can't do this or why we not doing that. And sometimes it don't be our time or don't be that person's time to go do these things. And just like with males, they look at these females and be like, yo, she might be a situation I could deal with and be sneaking and sliding in people's DMs, and that thing kind of ruins in house just by looking at that stuff like that. Like, so it's cool for most things, but some of the things, as relationship wise, and then there be people out there putting stupid ass memes up there like, oh, what a man could do for you in 2 months, and that he did for you in 2 months, he ain't do for you in 10 years. Like, all that should be crazy. And females, a lot of females, not to criticize y'all, but a lot of females do feed into that nonsense, and
Right.
it destroyed the house inside.
What are your thoughts on that, Gio?
Yeah, it's a major distraction. Um, Causes a lot of havoc in a household.
Mm,
Um, I had a situation a while back when this female I was dealing with. Um, Me and her was going through turmoil. I said, "Yo, I gotta, we gotta go out both, separate ways or whatever." And she just went and leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? She like, I'm telling her, stop calling me, stop texting me. No, you mine, you belong to me. Who the new bitch? Fuck that. I want to meet her. I'm like, yo, I don't want no trouble. You know what I'm saying? It was what it was. I even went as far as threatening her to call the cops on her. You know what I'm saying? Because when I met her, she showed. When I met her online, she showed one side of her. But then when I met her in person, it was a whole different side or whatever. So fast forward, I get into a different relationship, and this girl is hitting me up. 4 in the morning. So the new girl, she sees the message. A word, that's what you do. I, you know what? I ain't even mad. So I'm trying to explain to her, like, yo, this chick, man, she's bugging out. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that the new girl had went and checked the girl's profile. So you know how like a lot of times women, they, it's like a lot of competition. She must have seen that the other girl had a body or whatever.
mm,
So, it's like 4 in the morning, we arguing. I'm like, listen, man, I don't want to argue. I took a walk, and then it was like a trust issue. Like every 5 minutes, she wanted to go through my phone. And I'm like, yo, listen, man, like, I don't care if you don't trust me, but don't violate my privacy. You know what I'm saying? She all because of this chick on the internet, you know what I'm saying? And as far as I'm concerned, social media is not what it once was. You know what I'm saying? When it first started,
mm.
it was more so about, people reconnecting, but now it's a lot of junk going on in there, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't even deal with it like that no more. You know what I mean?
Let,
Yeah,
let
but
me
you
let me
shouldn't even have to. My thing is, you shouldn't even have to worry about social media. It's not real.
It's not. But a lot of people have confused the internet with reality, you know what I'm saying?
But you
So
gotta understand too. Go ahead. Go ahead.
it's not
You
gonna
gotta
happen.
you gotta understand too. If you're dealing with a woman who sees sees certain things that may take you away from her, she gonna
Mhm.
take it personal every time. You know what I mean? Where guys may react to it a little differently, But I got a story if something happened to me, it was vice versa. But I'll tell you how I deal with it. But I'm gonna let somebody else talk
Now
about
tell us
Okay,
a
it.
story. Tell us a story.
we
I got a
you
situation.
want to tell us the story? Go ahead, tell us the story.
Okay.
Chris. Just tell
All
us the
right. So
story.
really, I got a story about me currently, but I got something that happened before. So, I'm gonna say about 15 years ago, I was dating this girl, and she had a message came up on Facebook. The guy was asking her for sex, right? And it was somebody that she knew. And I asked her, I said, hey, can you take that down, delete the message, what I'm saying, delete the picture just so it won't show because everybody can see it. She didn't want to delete it. She didn't want to get rid of it. We got into an argument and I said, okay, you don't want to delete it? That's fine. I broke up with her and that was it, all over a message, but at the same time, at that point in my life, I was a little insecure. So that meant everything to me at that point in time. You know what I mean? That she wouldn't deal with it. I felt. Go ahead, brother.
Wait, let me say something real quick. Natty
No,
said
no, no.
that.
I was,
Go ahead,
I was just gonna comment on that, bro. You wasn't wrong. You wasn't wrong for that, man. Because she's supposed to have the respect enough to take that down. Like, if you asking your lady, yo, listen, why is this dude texting you? Why is this up on your page? Like, please take this down. Like, she was supposed to respect you right away and like, let me delete this before it caused something. And that's another thing. Like, it'd be like, oh, it's not an issue. Like, that's cool. That's a nobody. Not to you. You saying that's a nobody, but to certain people, that's a somebody because you know him and he's comfortable enough to post this on your page. And it's vice versa. Like,
and
a
that's
female
how I
can
was
be
taking
comfortable to post that on a person's page.
So,
And she
but what
disregarded.
Real quick,
I guess
Natty said it gives that social media, those type of things gives birth to insecurities. What are your thoughts about that, Jocelyn?
I mean, I don't know. I think it all depends on the person. Like piggybacking off of also said.
Jocelyn, do you care if your man is on social media?
Honestly, I don't.
Thank you.
I don't, and I guess that's just how our relationship is. I don't know. Now I know I'm gonna get beat up. I'm gonna get jumped now.
See, that's why I gotta say the other part. That's why I gotta say the other part.
Speak your truth.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess my relationship is different. I'm just saying, but I feel like it's social media, and honestly, like my husband and I, we barely post each other up. Like we don't. Because it's like at the same time, people might see our life as a perfect life, and we don't have a perfect life, and this is just reality.
No, I met y'all. Y'all do.
Thank you, cuz. Thank you, appreciate it. But it's just, I mean, I just feel like it's all about respect and just know how, like, where you at with the person. Because I mean, I feel like I know where I'm at with my husband, and I'm sure he know where he at with, with myself. So I don't know. When I see like people like post like love stuff and all the pretty and the picking white fences, like, okay, like how much of that are you gonna keep showing? Like
that's true. What about you, Lika? What you think about that? Does it give birth to insecurities?
I don't think it gives birth to insecurities. I think that person already had insecurities coming onto social media. Yeah, once you're secure in yourself, you wouldn't even care what your man or your woman post up on social media. You should be comfortable and know who you're dealing with. So sometimes as also was saying, women are the ones who mostly have insecurities with a man, up on social media with different women contacting him and inboxing him. Yes, that is true because I was once that person, but now it's like if I can't trust him, or I can't trust myself to be secure enough in myself to say, okay, he's not going to be out there stepping out on me, then the problem is me. The problem
that's a little naive.
Social media.
If you ask me, that's a little naive because you live in such a big window for somebody to do whatever they want to do on social media. And you saying that it's okay because I'm secure in myself. But at the same time,
but look,
you got to be careful.
But she's secure, right? My thing is this: she's secure, right?
In yourself. Go ahead.
Yeah, so if I'm secure in myself, and let's say he is out there doing something, then that means it's easier for me to cut him off than me to sit here and still continue to take the disrespect.
But how would you know that if you're not? Well, I ain't saying go snoop or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But
what's done in the dark always comes to light.
Well, it seems. Hold on a second. It seems like Chris is Chris is coming from a stance of
I gotta say
being
something.
a respectful man in
I got
his
a confession.
marriage, right?
I got a
And
confession.
so, yeah, it seems like he's very respectful in his marriage. It doesn't seem like he's the type of person that go on social media.
Okay,
let's stop right there
before we give him all that.
Go ahead.
Stop right there, because I got a confession.
Oh no!
So look, check this out, man. You know, everybody that that know me and my wife, they know that we've been together for like 7 years. We haven't had not one argument, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's true. To this day, it's true. But that doesn't mean our relationship is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I try to explain to everybody, you know what I'm saying, that be looking at our relationship, they think our relationship is just perfect. It's not. We have our little kinks, but we work it out. You know what I'm saying? And so here's the confession. So I got in trouble, because I be on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I be on Instagram a lot. You know what I mean? And you can't help but to see stuff is everywhere. I mean, you got girls, that's just trying to, promote themselves in a physical manner. And most guys gonna eat it up. And well, in this case, it was a girl I actually knew and that I went to school with, right? And she had a video that was a snippet of multiple videos of her. And I just made a comment. I just said, here go the confession. I just made a comment. I said, okay, now stop being sexy. Just stop it. LOL. Right?
Oh my God.
That's what I said, right? Terrible, right? I shouldn't have said that. But here's the thing. When I woke up, I had that on my screensaver, in my background. And I'm like, whoa, what happened? So, my wife, she saw it. I don't know how she saw it. She saw it. You know what I mean? And what she said is that she was thinking about promoting her business on Instagram, and she just wanted to see how it worked. Right? And what am I gonna say? You shouldn't be looking at my social media. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing that? Nah, that's not how I reacted. I had 100% humility. You know what I mean? And I said, you know what? I shouldn't have said that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and
let me ask you a question, Chris. Can I ask you a quick question?
Go ahead.
Were you bored that you were doing such a thing? I mean, you got a beautiful wife, a beautiful family.
I was on the toilet. You know what I mean? And I be scrolling. You know what I'm saying? You can scroll for hours. You know what I'm saying? You can scroll for hours. So, I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? You can get caught up in that stuff if you're not careful. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's how I dealt with it. I completely stopped commenting completely. You know what I'm saying? And for a while, I had shut my Instagram down. Then I uploaded because I didn't want to seem like I'm going in there and doing this, that, and other. I still want her to feel free to go and see stuff. See? And I know my guy right here said, you know what I'm saying, we should have our own personal space and things like that. But wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? You can't get around it. And this is my wife we talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, I should be able to lay my phone on the table. I don't care what social media is going on. I need that comfort. I like to be trusted. I like to be free with my life. It's a constant irritation when you're not doing everything right. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's my comfort. That's
Infinity, what do you think about that? What do you think about social media?
I think, he made a comment, about, privacy, your own phone. I think privacy in relationships is important. You know what I mean? You still got to have some sort of individuality there,
But not in the marriage. Because in a marriage, you don't have privacy no more. You're one with that person.
Right.
Jonathan, what are your thoughts on that?
I was just about to ask, like,
what's privacy in a marriage? You don't have
the whole privacy thing. Also, like, my phone is always locked. I always have my phone unlocked. However, my husband's doing it on my code.
Exactly.
And it's nothing to me because I'm not hiding. There's nothing to hide,
Right.
So even if I have my alone time, my privacy time, if I'm sleeping, he goes to my phone. There's nothing to look for. There's nothing to find if he decides to look. You know,
every relationship is
and
different.
I hope
you know what I'm saying?
Anybody that
you also didn't give him the USB to plug into your brain, and he could just read the data on what's on your mind all day. You see what I'm saying? Because you keeping that to yourself.
I mean, what is there to hide? Well, look, if you want to continue hiding, then don't be married. You understand?
It's a touchy subject because every relationship is different.
Every relationship is different. But if you want to continue, if you want to keep your phone on lock and you want to do all of that, then don't be married. You understand what I'm saying? Because you leave your mother and father, you become one with your spouse. And so your job is to protect your wife.
If somebody knows my social security number by heart, they should be able to get in my phone.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree. Gio, what do you think about this? What do you think about this?
It's getting hot.
You know, once you're married, there's no such thing as privacy. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You know,
if there's no such thing as privacy, let me ask you: when you go use the bathroom and you put the paper behind your behind,
she should be able to be right there while you watch your ass.
Hey, listen.
Be right there.
Once you married, ain't no privacy. If you taking the shit, she taking the shit with you in the same toilet. Like, there's no privacy once you married.
Like, scoot over. I need to take a shit too.
Like,
that's how it is. And people need to know this. What
about suspense, surprise, the concept of some sort of like
teenage stuff, man. You gotta grow up in mysterious. It's different. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like I said, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel like there should be some kind of ground rules.
Look,
that makes everybody comfortable, basically, and that depends
let me
on the
tell a quick story, right? I had a friend. She just finished. She just gave birth, right? She just gave birth. So you guys know that when women give birth, their bodies go through different changes, right? Their body goes through different changes. You know, you might swell up a little bit after. Your feet swells up. You know, everything is different. Even the chemical in your brain, your emotions, all of that, you know, it changes. And so, you know, she was home for 3 months. Me and her was on the phone from time to time, you know, I was keeping her spirits up. And she said she was out looking from her window and her husband was scrolling through his phone. He couldn't see her, of course, but she was looking at his phone and he was scrolling through every female that had a fat ass there. Of course, her ass was not as big as theirs. And so when she asked him about it, he was like, well, what are you talking about? I don't have no females on my phone. And she stood there and was watching that. And she felt insecure. Is she right for feeling insecure about situations like that when she's experiencing that emotion after she just gave birth?
But the fact that he lied sounds like that he loved her.
Listen, she gonna feel insecure. She a woman,
right?
Dealing with this kind of situation, yes, she gonna feel insecure. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm a bust it wide open for the women. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised that a man is sliding through big asses in fat cities. You know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to us. You know what I'm saying? You know, but. You know, use your discretion. I'm just saying it's there. You can't escape it. It's in your face. We're not gonna turn a blind eye to it because that's who we are. We men. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you want to be respectful. You don't want to be. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it there, man. I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
Lika, what do you think about that?
It also works for women too. Women can look at guys too on their social media and scroll guy by. And men are also insecure, just as insecure as women too. Not only women are insecure, men are just as insecure as women. You know, they have feelings too about, oh, this guy's more buff and we look at them, or, you know, this guy may be cuter than him, stuff like that. So men are just as well as insecure as women.
I say this, if you're insecure about yourself, that's a part of that is your own dealing. It's something you have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Because can't nobody make you feel secure about your own self. I mean, we could try to do a part, but at the same time, at the end of the day, you know, somebody can give you all kind of compliments you know, and all of this, but you're gonna look in the mirror and maybe you're not happy, maybe you are. You know what I'm saying? But that's a self. That's why it's called self-esteem.
Also, do you think that men have insecurities?
Of course.
Yeah, we do.
What kind of insecurities? Talk about it. I want to hear what insecurities men have out here.
Some of us, it just be like, it be mostly like, uh, it be nonsense. I'm gonna be honest, it be straight nonsense because men can do what other men do. They just gotta be like, he might have a better car. Like, it be stupid shit. It don't be real major shit. It be real stupid shit. Like, oh, he got a better car than me. Or he think, or such and such like that. It's like slight jealousy. But then it's like, we don't give a fuck after a while because I've got you, and that's it at the end of the day. Like, that'd be mainly be it. Like, it don't be real insecurities. Be like this, like slight jealousy of dumb shit. Like this dumb shit. Part of the noise. I'm just coming from a dealership after work too. So sorry, y'all, about that. I was trying to wait till I stopped.
It's okay, Gio. What do you think? Do you think men have insecurities? Let's talk about that. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I haven't had insecurities for a long time. You know, like me, I'm very cocky. I can be conceited. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't even think of an insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Because I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm self-driven. I'm a free thinker. I think about myself constantly. So if I see a guy who may have more money than me or drive a better car, I pay that no mind. You know, in fact, I'll congratulate him. You know what I'm saying? As long as he don't brush up against me, you know, aggressively or try to stun on me. But you know, the last time I had insecurities probably like in junior high school or something like that. You know. So, you know, I can only speak for myself, you know, but I know that a lot of times guys would be insecure. Like, I might be outside and a guy he'll be walking with his woman and he'll just staring me down. Why are you looking at my girl for? Or he'll notice that his girl's staring at me. And now there's a problem. We having to stare down, you know, there's about to be violence and I always got to retreat. You know what I'm saying? Not because I'm a coward, but because I understand what's going on. You know what I mean? So I always move by like not stepping on people's toes. You know what I'm
saying? Jennifer said that there's other positive things to social media, like, you know, for business and stuff like that, you know, maybe networking. Do you guys think that like people really using social media, Instagram, Facebook to that capacity, or they're just on there looking at what everybody else have going on? I know I've done it before. I'm like looking at what everybody had going on. I had to turn my social media off. So like, are people really out there like, you know, promoting their businesses? Are they out there, or are they out there snooping at what everybody else got going on? And that's probably what's causing like ruining relationships.
This is the main reason why big companies pay millions of dollars on these social media sites, because they understand that attention brings in compensation. You see what I'm saying? So yes, social media is a cash cow when you talking about marketing and promoting and things like that. You know, social media is the number one thing. You know, so yeah, I mean you can't run from it, especially if you're business minded, if you're an entrepreneur. You have to be connected. That's the only way you can survive in the world that we live in today.
What do you think about that, Jocelyn? Do you think that people are really out there using it for business, or people are out there snooping, trying to figure out what everybody has going on?
I feel
you have a business, so I know you're using yours for business.
As a businesswoman, and honestly, for those of you that do know me, I'm the worst when it comes down to my phone. One, I'm busy. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I'm a sister. I wear too many hats. I work 12 hours to 14 hours a day. So for me to be on my phone is really hard. And like, I'm barely on my phone. And if anything, my son would have my phone. My son is only 5 years old. So he could be my little secretary because he has my phone more than I do. However, with running my business, yes, I feel like I got to be in it, but I'm only in it for the business. I'm not there looking to see who's fighting on who, who did this. I'm just there for business and business only. Like I'm in and out. That's it. So yeah, but there's some people that will be on social media to see what's going on with everyone's life.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Gio, do you think that people be on social media snooping around?
Yeah, I think that the majority of people on social media today are full of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Like, I'll get on there and I'll see a lot of my peers, and I'm like, wow, like the audacity. They have this made up character, and I be so disgusted because I'm like, I'll go through his page or her page. I'll see like 500 likes. They'll put up a caption, trust the progress, acting like they motivational speakers, but in real life, they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of fronting going on. You know what I mean? A lot of the people probably weren't even popular in high school, junior high school. So because you're able to log into something from the comfort of your own home, you could make up any personality. Say that you're a lawyer, say that you're a doctor, and then
Be
people get caught
anybody.
up in this fake image, and now they filled with vanity, and they start believing that they're this person that they're really not. So now when you call them out on their bullshit, it's like, oh, you hating? How dare you talk bad about me? You mad because I got more money than you? I got more likes than you? It's just like a circus. You know what I'm saying? I can't really be on social media too much because a lot of people on there, let's be honest, they fake, man. It's not, it's so much going on in the world today, right? Like me, I don't want to pay bills. I don't want to, gas is up. You know what I'm saying? I want to chill. And, a lot of times I'm trying to join groups where we could figure out a way of how to empower ourselves. But it seems like the only way you're going to get notoriety or validation is either being a clown. It's, a lot of these people, their head is all filled with trash. You know what I'm saying? And you go to the laundry, nobody knows who you are. You know what I'm saying? So it's a major distraction. You know what I mean? It's just counterproductive, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's good. Chris, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I want to say the more you're connected to social media on a personal note, you know what I'm saying, you become a lot more disconnected from the real world. You know what I'm saying? And the people who are there for whatever other reason, whether it be business or connected with family and friends only, they start to realize that the value in one-on-one connection with a person. Like I asked Corey, I don't know if you remember, but I was like, when's the next business conference? You know what I'm saying? I like to be in person, shaking people's hands. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that same connection on social media. It's all fake. And like what he was saying, people can make up. They can be whoever they want to be. You can be whoever you want to be. But when you're in person with somebody face to face, you can decide whether or not you want to interact with that person or not.
So you don't think there's no real relationships or real relationships can't be developed on social media?
Anything's possible, but I don't believe in fairy tales. So that's for the people who believe in fairy tales.
Hey, Jazz, how you doing?
The last
How
time.
y'all doing?
Go ahead.
Hello, everybody.
What's going on? I know you've been watching. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Yo, I really tried to stay out of this. I really tried. I really tried, but
it was too juicy.
It was just so juicy. It was so juicy. First of all, you can develop a real relationship off of social media.
I think so.
You really can.
I think so.
It's up to you. You have to be authentic to thy own self, be true. So if you're authentic with yourself and you connect with that individual, y'all can build. See, first of all, when you meet somebody, it's the same with social media. You're building, you're getting to know that person. It's the same thing on social media. It's up to you to find out who that person is, who that individual is. But the thing about social media, the only thing about social media is that they be clowning people with, I'm not going to say nothing because I know the show, you can't say certain things or whatever, but we are the strong people. We don't need the things that they have us believing that we need, the surgeries, the all that other stuff that they have us believing that we need.
Can I ask you a question? This is like a real serious question, right? You know, like we got people out here that have businesses. We have people that have, you know, all types of businesses that you can subscribe to. Do you guys think that if social media was $59.99, that people would subscribe to social media? If Facebook was like, you know, $99.99, people would be all over social media?
Nah, hell no.
No.
Okay, let me ask you another question.
If that was a
Everybody
monthly
saying
fee,
no, right?
yes.
Everybody
If that was a
saying no.
monthly fee, no.
So
Yeah.
I want to ask y'all a question, right? If social media costs money, people wouldn't purchase it. So do y'all think that social media is a setup? Because really everybody's sitting here with perspectives about, oh yeah, you know, you can go ahead and have a friend, you can have a friend, you can socialize with people on social media. Do you guys think that maybe social media, it being free, right, is out there to ruin people instead of causing people to come together? I mean, it does bring people together, but do you guys think it's causing more destruction than it is unity? Because it's, after all, it's free. And what do y'all think about that? I mean, Gio, you
In
guys
my
say,
opinion,
yeah. I mean, there's a lot. People are selling weed out there. People will be, if you got a weed business, right? And social media, and me and Gio, we was talking about that. If you have a weed business, right? And social media was $59.99, y'all wouldn't be out here subscribing to Instagram. Y'all be out there purchasing y'all weed. You know what I'm saying? So what are y'all thoughts on this? Because I think it's causing a lot of destruction in a lot of homes. And because people don't see what's really taking place in the world. What's your thought, Jazzy?
My thought personally is that it's a distraction. It keeps you from focusing on the real things that's happening out there. So with social media happening, you can't really see what they're doing to our people. You can't really see how they are directing and guiding our people to do certain things. And I have to be careful how I say my words on your show. But it's a distraction.
It
is. It's leave it like that. It's a huge distraction, and they know how to distract us and our children. And they know to get to us, they got to get to our children.
So with that, do y'all really think that is really ruining people out there? Like, is it ruining their homes? Is it, you know, because there's a system out there that's created to separate homes, you know, to separate families, to separate people, you know, to separate fathers from their daughters and sons, to separate people. Do you guys think that this is a part of the system that's being created?
Yeah, they smart, you know. They know how to attack us without attacking us, right? It's like, you know, I live that street life, right? So when the authority, let's say the NYPD, is trying to build up a profile, you know, they do what's called a pedigree. What's your name? What's your last name? Where you from? You know, where did you live? Do you have any tattoos? Right? And let's say, like me, you know, I've been in handcuffs quite a few times, right? So every time they arrest you, they ask you the same questions. You know what I'm saying? So let's say if I got locked up 2019, I lived in the Bronx, right? 2022, I got locked up again. I live in Queens. Now they got a database, right? So with Facebook, they create a friendly interface, right? Hey, you know, this is a place where you meet your peoples, your friends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, put your name, what's your nickname, put your birthday, what you like to eat, what's your zodiac sign. Then you got people on there putting their whole life, you know what I'm saying? So now these people, they know everything about you. You know what I'm saying? If they want to cause you harm, you just talking about, yeah, I like seafood, right? They invite you some seafood or poison. You never know what's happening. So I think that I'm speaking for black people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
That's
racist
real.
against nobody.
That's
I'm
real.
all for black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pro-black. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might call me racist, but I'm for the brown. You know what I mean? No matter what, you call us ratchet, you could call us ghetto, whatever. I know what's going on out here, and I think they use it to keep us separated. You know what I mean? Because they know that us being united is over. I mean, if we unite right now, it's not like are we gonna really spank white people? Is it okay for me to say that? You know what I'm saying? But I think we just got to plug off social media for a good while. You know what I mean? To get together and really figure out what we're gonna do, because it's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? There's laws being passed. Who knows? This Will Smith shit could have been a whole distraction to pass some law, and we got no say so. A few months ago, it was like, yeah, you got to take the vaccine. Now nobody's being mandated to take the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people who took the vaccine felt like, you played me. I didn't take the vaccine. They threatened me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you don't take this vaccine, you can't come to work. I didn't take the vaccine. Now they no longer mandating people to take the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? So people got to open their eyes.
Subject.
Huh?
You don't want to get flagged.
Yeah, I don't want to get off the subject. You know what I'm saying? But
they will flag you on that. But,
yeah. Social media, man. It has its good. It has its pros and it has its cons. You know what I'm saying? But it's more negative than positive. It's not bringing us to.
Also, what do you have to
tab on us?
Yeah.
What do you? Like a,
go ahead.
Go ahead, Carl.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, I was gonna say that we ain't nothing but ones and zeros. We're they try to get all the statistics through social media to try to get all the data, so that it's multifaceted. But one of them is for marketing. They want to know who to target as consumers. Then they also want to know what you're talking about politically, so they can remove certain things that don't line up with what they want to promote. So that's another issue. But yeah, that's all I want to say.
Also, what are your thoughts about that? Like, what do you think about, do you think that social media, like if people paid a subscription for it, that, they would still.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, I wanted to comment on that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody that's heavily connected to social media is addicted to it. You know what I'm saying? The dopamine is running through their veins. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're already hooked. So it's just like you can look at it like this. If you got Disney Plus and they raise the price, and you got a show that you want to watch on Disney Plus, you're gonna pay that extra. You're gonna pay that extra couple dollars so you can keep on watching whatever you're watching. Social media is like crack. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Once you get hooked, it's hard to, remove yourself from that. So if they put a price tag on it, people are gonna pay it because they want to stay connected.
Okay, that's fair.
Can I just say one thing, please, in reference to that? If you notice on social media, when you say something on Facebook or post something on Facebook, do you know you get an advertisement right behind that in reference to what you said?
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
You ever notice that?
It's real because they're watching. They're watching.
You ever notice if you say something about sneakers or a brand or something, it comes up, that advertisement come up on your news feed?
Mm-hmm. That's an algorithm.
You'll get it on your.
It's called AI technology.
Right.
You get
it's amazing you say that, because I know the day my husband proposed to me is crazy. From the time I said yes, I went on social media like an hour later. Everything was about weddings.
Wow.
It was just like, but I never put nothing up on social media. So yeah, phones are listening to.
Yo, we on StreamYard, right?
Yeah.
All right. Believe it or not, there's some Indian dude somewhere in India, somewhere, or China, watching this right now. You know that, right? making sure.
Hi.
The Facebook, the camera on your phone, it records that.
Down a little bit.
Yeah, you're right.
but I want to say this is what happened to me though. I was talking to somebody about weaponry. You know what I'm saying? And I said, hey, we gotta be code. I was talking on the phone. I said we're gonna get on the text message, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say, we're gonna disguise our words. I'm talking on the phone. I'm gonna say the bullets is peanuts or something, and the gun is like the chocolate bar, right? And so when we started back texting, there was an advertisement that popped up and said, "You can't have your candy bar without your peanuts."
Lika, that's crazy. That's crazy. Lika, can I ask you a question?
Swear to God, that happened to me.
How do you think we can maintain a healthy and sane relationship in the age of social media? Like, what are your thoughts?
Per se, for me, when I do get married or come in a relationship, my person can't be on social media. That's just me.
Why is
or we can't post each other, because the more you post each other, to me, the more people out there is gonna look at you and be like, oh, let me see if I could. Like, the devil's always tempting. That's how I look at it. So no social media or no posting of each other. Nobody needs to know what's going on between us. That's between us, and that's it.
Jocelyn, what are your thoughts? Like, how do you maintain a healthy, sane relationship in the age of social media?
I agree with Angelique. Lika. I agree with Lika because it's the same thing with me. Likewise, like, we don't post each other up, and it's nothing negative. It's just like no one needs to know anything. And then if we do post, it's like it's old. Like, I could, like, for instance, like, we went out for lunch today. No one knows. Yeah, post something, but maybe like 5 months from now, I'm gonna post out to eat, out eating, but meanwhile it was 5 months ago.
Also, like, how can we maintain a healthy and sane relationship, in the age of social media, being that there's so much going on? I mean, women are out here like snooping through their man's phone, snooping through social media, creating crazy accounts.
I mean, with the social media or without it, like, it all works inside the crib. Like, if y'all can coexist inside the crib and figure things out, whether you got social media, if you don't got social media, it's like it's all on y'all inside there. But in this day and age of social media, I'm not gonna say everything is canceled with a relationship, but I don't think like she said, I don't think we need that. Like, we don't really need that to justify what we got going on or what's happening out there. Like, the shit gonna come on TV regardless of something bad happen or something that we really need to pay attention to. But that's the main thing about that.
Yeah, I'll get right to you, Chris. What's up, Jazzy? What do you think about that? Like, how can they maintain a a healthy and sane relationship in this time of social media? Because before, you see, like, I think people forgetting, like, back in the days when we didn't have social media, your neighbor.
There was a lot of baby making without social media.
You go to your neighbor, the girl next door from the school, there's more social interaction, is not behind anything virtual. Like, is that still possible today? Like, how can we maintain that in this age?
I think we could still maintain it. I think it's just the fact that your partner has to be aware of you and not aware of the phone, because the smartphone is making her dumb. It is. and a lot of times she get caught up in it, and it gets her caught up in the Joneses, and it start brainwashing her, and then she subconsciously wants what the other people want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Instead of appreciating what she has.
Thank you.
I agree. And that's my personal opinion. I'm Jazzy. I'm all with you. But at the same time, I feel like it all depends on the person. You got to be a strong person. That's first of all. Because when you go on social media and you're seeing all these beautiful things, and like I said, you like, even like proposals, you go and you like, sometimes I watch proposals and I'm crying and I'm like, that is so beautiful. Like, but it's like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Like what for? So I I 100% agree with you, and I just feel like it all depends on the person because some girls will get. I don't know, y'all was like gender reveals, and girls get mad, like, oh, like they having a girl, they wanted a boy, and it's like, listen, there's girls out there that's trying to get pregnant, they can't even get pregnant. You're mad because you're having the same sex again, like relax, or it's because like this didn't come out right, or this, like, stop it. It's not that serious. Like, it's not.
What are your thoughts on that, Mr. Affinity? I caught you.
You caught me.
How can you maintain a healthy and sane relationship in the social media?
With social media, with or without?
With in the age, because that's where we are. I think the future like is looking like everything is going to be more, internet, virtual. So I don't think we're going to move backwards. I think we're moving forwards with technology. So like, what is it?
I mean, I guess you got to find a way to kind of incorporate it. Somehow we're getting some sort of kind of feedback on here. But, we got to figure out some way to incorporate it. Like I enjoy the moments laying in the bed. You laying in the bed and I'm on my phone, you're on your phone. So I think that's kind of peaceful. Looking for opportunities to incorporate that into what we got going on. I think it gets bad when we go out to eat sometimes and you're on your phone, I'm on my phone, and then or I'm trying to have a serious conversation and I'm trying to vibe with you, and then you can't, I can't get no attention. You know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes like that when we can't put down the phone and really give each other that undivided attention, I think sometimes that's where the challenge happens. But if we can incorporate it, because after a long days of work, sometimes I just want to come home, chill, have a drink, and just play on my phone. Sometimes you might just be playing a game. I guess to each his own. You gotta let it not kind of distract us or take us too far off the edge. Yeah, what's up?
Just to piggyback off of that, I would say like in our relationship, social media has never been an issue because we've never really focused on that, and in all these years, right? I'm not even really on social media like that, to be honest. I think in 2014,
but you deleted your page.
I deleted my social media, I think in 2014, and it had nothing to do with anything going on. Personally, I felt like it was affecting me. I think that social media causes a level of depression, or you look at what other people, the false realities that people put out there, and then you look at where you at, you're like, wait a minute, dang, I should be traveling. And these are like real emotions that I think people experience that they don't really talk about. But you might look at what a person got going on, and now you're like, oh my God, look at me, I'm just sitting here and this and that. And I caught myself in that space and was like, oh, this is not good. This is like you playing with the devil. It's like they know it's like it's controlling your emotions. It controls your mind. I think it's not good for your mental health because everything you see out there is not really reality. You understand? Reality is really what you're living. And so I deleted my social media in 2013, 2014. And I think I just got back on because of what we have going on. It's for something productive, and I think that's how we've been able to, that's how that had not been an issue for us all these years. But Lika, what's your thought on that?
I agree with you because I deleted social media a couple times. Me coming back onto social media, I used it as a platform where I'm looking at places I want to go to, like, because I like to travel now. So, and my children are teenagers now, so I travel more. So I look at places I want to go to, see where people visited. I look at, I joined it too because Jocelyn has a thing on here too. So I'm always on her live, like, hey, let me go join this paparazzi thing with Jocelyn. Also for skits, there's a lot of skits on there that's funny, and I find it, amusing. Yeah. So
I mean, it's become a part of life. You can't really
the reels,
social media.
The reels are funny.
It's impossible.
Yeah, and then sometimes you can see other sides of social media, like for instance, things that happen in the community where officer kills a young black man, or that pops up on social media now too. So it has its plus, it has its positives, but when it comes to relationships, when it comes to relationships, it has to have its boundaries on that.
Yeah, I agree. Gio, what's your thoughts on that? How do we maintain a healthy relationship, sane relationship in the age of social media?
Good sex, good weed, good drinks, conversation. Take walks with your partner. Um, give them security. Kisses, hugs, buy them gifts. Make plans together, pay the bills together.
Oh, you make me want to change my ways, baby.
Occupy each other's time. You know, if you the man, babe, put the phone down. I need your time. You take jogs together, work out together, buy each other gifts, and keep it like that. Try not to feed into what everybody else is doing. Find some good movies. On the weekends to watch, whether it's a couple or the kids together, and you keep it moving. Because social media is not gonna stop. You know what I mean? After we get on here, we go back to social media. You're gonna see more of the buffoonery. You know what I'm saying? And it's just gonna keep going like that until the end, right? Let's say social media ends tomorrow. Everybody's gonna go back to being a bunch of nobody. I always want to tell people this, right? There's no difference between the people on social media and the actors we see on Netflix. The only difference is that once our cameras go off, we got to go back to worrying about the bills. You know what I'm saying? Burying our family members. So we just got to draw the line between fake and reality. You know what I'm saying? Me, I try to focus more on the reality. My reality on this side is a lot of struggle. It's a lot of pain. There's a lot of suffering. I feel bad for a lot of people. I got a neighbor down the hall, an Asian lady. She ended up losing her kids. You know what I'm saying? She's not a bad mother. She loves the kids and all of that. And just to see her be depressed, it breaks my heart because, every day she's with her kids. So there's a lot of things going on in the world that social media, I mean, I guess is a good escape, but we want to try not to get caught up into that, man. There's a lot of clowns on that. The people who get all the likes, views, and comments are not real, because you got people on there who got thousands of followers and they don't know how to help somebody. They're just known for doing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? It's universal law to share valuable information that would enhance the quality of someone else's life. And if those people are not helping you, feel good about yourself or trying to make you a better person, you shouldn't be paying them no mind. You know what I mean? And
that's a fact.
Fuck social media. My opinion. You know what I mean? When I log on, I just see nothing but stupid people. A lot of stupid men on there. They want to be flashy. Look at my car. Look at my clothes. Look at my shoes. Look at who I'm with. Look at where I'm at. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of voided people seeking validation. You know what I mean? Those are people who don't have love for themselves. And if you have to seek other people to love yourself, then I feel sorry for you. You know what I mean? One has to find peace within themselves. We all struggling. Life is about a struggle. But me, I'm always worried about my black people. Chinese people worry about Chinese people. White people worry about everybody. Worry about everybody. I'm worried about black people. You know what I'm saying? I want to see a flag one day where it's like it represents black people worldwide. I want us to have our own army, our own military, our own everything, so that we won't have to depend on people who just give us crumbs, right? And they exploit us to make themselves richer so that they could give it to their own people. And that's all I gotta say.
You want it
But you can
back to the
also
way it used to be.
I see why they call you wise.
But you could also use that. You could also use their crumbs as something to also build up yourself and your community as well. Not
That's
just
true.
have it as you just taking it as a negative.
Absolutely.
You just it's not saying it's crumbs. You're just taking it as something as beneficial for your end. Not everything that
Yeah.
you see as negative can be always negative. It could also be positive on your end and just flip it to how it is to your liking.
That's true.
Can I
That's
say
true. This
something?
is good stuff. This is good stuff. What do you think? What do you think, Chris? Final one.
Yeah, I just want to say that we got to do what human beings have always done. We have adapted. You know what I'm saying? We got to adapt to what's going on right now. And if it means, removing, like Wyatt said, then we should do that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying it's not going to be easy.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But, or, we can adapt to what's going on and use it to our benefit. Like, Lisa, am I saying it right? Lika, yeah, like what I'm saying,
Damn,
like
Chris.
you said. I'm saying, is the phone so far away? But yeah, that's all I want to say. We gotta adapt to it. But don't lose your humanity in electronics. I mean, social media.
That's the wave of the world. I think social media is the wave of the world. I think we had like a great conversation today. It's amazing. This is like our first of many videos to come. Before we end the show, I think we did an amazing job. We should give ourselves a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give a shout out to Affinity for helping us put this together. Jocelyn, let's shout out Paparazzi Accessories. Make sure you follow her on Jocelyn. Go ahead if you want to put that out there. Yeah, social media.
So you can follow me on Facebook, Blimbox Ramirez, and Instagram is going to be Jocelyn's Blimbox. Okay, and I sell $5. So come join me on my live tomorrow. I'll be live like around 9:00.
We'll be there too, Lika. Any final words before we get off today?
The missus, you've been great. You're a great host. I just want to say that.
Yes, the missus. Thank you so much for
inviting
us.
Thank you.
Everyone, at the end of the day, just be yourself. Love yourself first. Because if you don't love yourself first, who else is gonna love you?
Right.
Okay?
Right.
It could be real. It could be a joke. But just take your kids, cover them, pray over them, your family, all that good stuff. And just know that at the end of the day, guess what? Once that phone's off, you still got to pay the bills, still got to pay rent, you got to still pay car note. It's real life. You still got to feed
real life happens.
Your kids. It is what it is.
Right.
Lika, you was gonna say something?
No, thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it. Thanks.
We enjoyed having you. Chris, any last words?
I just want to say this was great. I hope I didn't step on anybody's toes. I know I'm like outspoken sometimes, but yeah, I basically, can take a part of what everybody said. I agree to a certain degree with everybody said. I think, everybody has a good understanding of how social media works and what we can do to make our lives better. That's all I'm gonna say.
Gio, any last words?
Yeah, shout out to everybody on the panel tonight. When I go to sleep tonight, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna dream, I'm gonna hope that a bag of money drops on all of us. You know what I'm saying? Stacks of $100 bills on everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
From your mouth to God's words. Jazzy, save the best for last.
Man, what?
Any last words?
Nah, I'm just gonna say just to thy, as I always say, to thy own self be true. Dig deep, baby. Dig deep.
Man, this was a great show. Thank you guys for coming today. I think it was amazing. Social media is an amazing thing. I think this is a way for people to network, connect with everyone, build your businesses, build a greater future, because that is the way of the world. But be careful how you're managing, your social media, how it's affecting, be mindful of how it's affecting your families, your relationships, and, our children. Let's stay together. So this is where it is, guys. Until next Tuesday, 9 p.m. See you guys.
All right.
All right, guys.